Can you do martial arts without a coach? Also, yes, I'm a bit sweaty. I've just trained, but ignore that. Quite a lot of my comments consist of people asking me if they can train at home if they don't have access to a dojo or a gym where they can practice with a professional coach. And the answer is yes, you can train and improve without a coach, but it is better to have a coach there. If you are within a close enough distance or you are financially able to travel or get to a gym or a dojo, then I would highly recommend you do that because you will get a lot more out of it. Having a coach there will give you instant feedback that you wouldn't be able to give yourself if you're training on your own, even if you've got mirrors. It is good, but having a coach there will always be the best option. With that being said, some people don't have access to a gym or a dojo, and this video is going to be me explaining how you can train if that's the case for you. My first tip is going to be use your surrounding equipment. Not equipment, but just anything you can get your hands on, basically. For example, we've got this bench here. It doesn't have to be this bench. It could be a chair or your bed or a table or the kitchen worktop surface, anything like that. But if you simply have something like this, you can do loads of stuff with it. For example, use it to stretch. Put your leg on it. You've got an elevated surface. It will make it easier for you to stretch, and it's just a different stretch to do than just sitting on the floor and touching your toes. So stretching on objects like this is always a different alternative to try. If you have stuff like this, you can also use it to your advantage in terms of exercises. So elevated push-ups, or incline push-ups, I think that's called. And I'll give you a quick example of an exercise you can do to improve your kicks from home. So again, if you've got this, and the reason I'm sticking on this so much is because I'm sure that most people in their house will have something like a chair or a table or something like this to use. So this is a commonly found object, I would say, in a household. So for example, you can put your leg there, and this is to improve your leg control for those high kicks. And you can simply elevate your leg and control it down, up and down. And that is a simple exercise. You can do 8 reps on each leg for 3 sets, and that will help you improve your kicks massively. That is the similar sort of thing that I would do when I was trying to improve my kicks a few years ago. On that note of kicking, if you want to drastically improve your kicks and get them to the next level of height, even if you have 0 equipment to use, you can still use my flexibility program. I'm telling you, this will take your kicks to the next level. And I know this because everything in that program is exactly what I used to take my kicks to the next level. I literally collected everything I knew about it, plopped it into one program, and specially designed a 12-week routine for you to follow. Daily stretches, video tutorials, and it is a one-time purchase, no monthly payments. Get it once and you have it forever. If you're interested in taking your flexibility and kicks to the next level, then go to the first link in the description of this video and check it out, and let me know what you think of it. I'd like to hear from you. Another quick example of how to train at home if you don't have any weights. If you have a school bag or any kind of bag, a rucksack, anything you can put on your back, like this one, fill it up with books or clothes or anything that has weight to it, and it almost acts as like a makeshift weight vest. With this on, you can practice your squat kicks, for example, with a bit of added weight, so it adds a bit of resistance. And obviously you can also do your push-ups with it or dips, and it will just help enhance your experience of weightlifting from home, basically, without the weights. So that's just another quick tip that I thought I would throw in there. My next tip is, of course, to stretch every day. I know how many times you've heard this from me, but it is really essential. To improve any kind of martial arts or kicking or anything in any sport, really, stretching is very important, especially in martial arts that you've got kicks and stuff. Follow a simple 10-minute routine every single day and you will see results. Everything will get better, not just your kicks, your stances, your movement, your athleticism, everything will get better with your stretching. Flexibility is one of the main keys to be good at martial arts, basically. So this is very important. Again, if you want it all laid out for you, then you can check out my flexibility program. Everything is in there. So if you're interested, I'll grab it. I have a lot of people also ask me, how long should you stretch every day? People think you need to be stretching for like 2 hours a day to improve your flexibility, which is just not true. You can see massive improvements in as little as 10 minutes. That is literally it. When you wake up in the morning, get on the floor, do 10 minutes of stretching, stretch out your hamstrings, stretch out your hips, stretch out your abductors, your adductors, everything, and you will feel better during the day. Even not to do with your martial arts, you will feel better in life. I know that from experience. If you don't have time in the morning, then do it before you go to bed. Just before you get into bed, just get on the floor, get into the splits for a minute. 10 minutes per day is more than enough. It is really not as difficult as it seems. You just have to stick to it. It's not nice. Stretching is not nice. It's not pleasant. And you have to be uncomfortable for it to be doing anything, but it's definitely worth it, I promise you. My next piece of advice that I'm going to give you to train at home is do some research online on YouTube or Google. There's so many resources out there. Do some research on exercises you can do in a small space. There are so many things you can do in literally 1 square meter of space. For example, if you've got a wall in your house, you can come to the wall, grab it for balance, and you can stay on one leg and practice your kicks. It's as simple as that. There's literally no limit to what you can do, really. Well, obviously there is a limit, but like, you can train effectively in a very small space. For example, if your bedroom is tiny, you can still stay on the spot. Again, do some squat kicks. This doesn't take up much space. I'm staying in a 1 meter square mat. Or if you do karate like me, you can do Kion at home. You can step forward, step back, punch, back, punch. And just there, I stayed within a very small space. Google is your friend. YouTube is your friend. Obviously, you can watch my videos as well. That's what I'm there for. But research things you can do without space. There are so many things. Specifically martial arts as well, there are so many things you can do. Shadow boxing. You can practice shadow boxing and limit yourself to one specific area. For example, if you've got tiles in your kitchen floor, limit yourself to 6 tiles, 6 square tiles. Limit yourself to that, and you can move around. You know, you can do all this. I'm staying very still. But you can still kind of practice your movement, to be honest. Definitely your head movement, your punches, your kicks. You've probably seen the videos on my channel where I say me at 3 a.m. in the kitchen practicing your kicks. But it's true. If you're in the kitchen, you can practice your kicks. I mean, don't tell your parents that I said you can do that, because if you knock off a glass and it smashes everywhere, that's not my fault. But you can do that. Just make sure there's enough space around you. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you can take something from it, and I hope I've helped you out if you were one of those people that were wondering what you can do at home if you haven't got access to a coach. But as I said, if it is possible for you to get a coach, I would definitely recommend that, because you get far better feedback than you would on your own. But you definitely can still train effectively on your own, 100%. There are so many resources on YouTube now, so many videos that you can watch. I'm sure there are even complete lessons on YouTube. I'm sure some people have probably done that. In fact, I have definitely seen some people do that. So just search up karate lesson on YouTube, and I'm sure something will come up, or boxing lesson, taekwondo lesson, kickboxing, anything like that. It really is about how much you want it. Again, if you're interested in getting my 12-week flexibility program, then hit the first link in the description and let me know when you do get it. I want to see your results. You can become part of the thousands of people that have already seen great results from this program. I'm excited for you to try it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.